Welcome again to Behold, a Work in Progress.
Yeah.
With Jason, Ramaya, and Nasser.
Yeah.
So, today, I'm still in my music. I'm still in my music phase. Everything that I hear is just bringing a bunch of stuff up. Look, I guess the Holy Spirit is just telling me that I need to stay in a particular groove right now. And so, one thing that came to me was about what I used to listen to. Because there was a song that was in my head, and I'm not going to name it out here, but it's just a lot of different music that I was listening to when I was in my younger days, high school, early college and stuff. And I mean, living in the Bay Area, we was getting stuff.
That that song actually popped in my head. I swear. It popped in my head.
I got into a discussion with my wife because I looked at like Wikipedia and was like, that's not when this music came out. And so I started going down this big old rabbit hole about when we was actually listening to this, because I know that living in the Bay Area, we was listening to stuff years before it actually released to the public.
That's true.
A lot of stuff from artists like E40 or Pharrell or Snoop, just Too like short, a lot of different stuff I heard years before it was being said that it was recorded. And then it stuck on me, well, I know these songs, but they're too ingrained in me. Like, I was listening to this stuff, and I don't really even think I understood what I was listening to at the time. Like, I heard the lyrics, I knew what they were saying, but it did not register with me. And so I started listening to the stuff again. Research. And so I'm listening to the songs, and I'm like, I don't know about this. This ain't really where I'm at in my life. But I still needed that certain feel that this music was given to me. So I sought it out, and I found something that gave me that same beat, that same feel, that same energy, but the lyrics were better. And this was important to me because while I was going through training for being a deacon, that was something that they pointed out. Music is not sinful at all. It's not the music that's the problem. It's the lyrics that's attached to the music. Song.
Oh my gosh! Can we go?
I just played two tracks.
Yes, you did.
For our host today, I just played 2 tracks. One of them was something that I would have listened to back in high school. I know that they've heard these things already.
That was the sound back then.
And then I played them another one, still with that same energy, that same beat. But this guy says that this isn't necessarily Christian rap. This is Bible rap, because he's speaking specifically about scriptures in the Bible and about concepts in the Bible, not just an overarching theme. So it feels better. I want to know what y'all think about this. I want to know what y'all think about music and about the 2 things that you just listened to.
I'm going to let you go first, Jay. I'm going to let you go first. Go ahead.
Well, I do have an album out right now. 1957. Please go listen to it.
From 1957?
No, that's the title.
That's the title. 1957. I am, like I said before, when people listen to this, I am an artist. And I have been loving music ever since I could remember. And music definitely played a huge part in my life. Shifted, kind of molded me or whatever and things like that. When I first decided to like really want to do music and like put music out, there were certain things that I knew that I was listening to that, I probably shouldn't have been listened to at a certain age, but you know, coming up in, you know what I'm saying, in East Oakland, California, it was this is what I grew up on. My daddy was a music person. You can hear my dad coming from a mile away in his truck, just with music. And so I would always hear people, older people, like really shun, you know, you're listening to the devil's music. You're listening to the devil's music. That is just the most craziest thing you can listen to. And I used to always sit back and be like, well, music is for me, music is life. Like when I look at music, I see pictures, I see colors when I look at music. And the crazy part about it is, I remember my mom, and she was like, I love Tupac. I said, what? She's like, I love Tupac. Like, I love Pac. Wow. I never heard my mom actually listen to, except for when I was in the car. I never really actually heard her listen to Pac by herself, but she knew Pac.
Do your mama? Which one? What was hers?
Everything.
You don't want to know.
Brian and Mina know the infamous.
My mama loved All Eyes on Me.
Yes. It's like a mirror sometimes.
My mama loved Wonder Why They Call You. My mama loved A Military Mind.
Yes.
Like she was deep.
She was deep in the pot.
She was deep
In that.
to the point that I was like, yo, man, I ain't know. You feel what I'm saying? My mama bought me in 1996 3 Times Crazy.
What?
She went to Rasputin's
Yes, she did.
and picked up 3 Times Crazy.
OMG. I cannot believe I did.
My mama bought me Lil Wayne's first album, The Block Is Hot.
Letting you know she with it already.
She was letting me know.
She was with it all the way.
Yo, I
knew Auntie Kathy was with it.
I'm so with it, to the point to where we was at a movie theater one time, and 40 was there with his family, and we were sitting down, and 40 walked in. My mama said, 40! Mama.
I believe it.
Mama.
I believe it.
People don't actually know this story. This is, I think, the first time I'm telling people this story. Right?
I believe
This is the first time I'm telling everybody this story. My mom, I think my mom and my sister and somebody else was at Eastmont, right? And it was a young girl that was singing her butt off, just going in and going crazy. My mom went to that young girl and said, you are going to do something great. God has his hands on you. He's going to bless you. He is going to give you, he's going to give you everything that you have been seeking and praying for. That girl was Keisha Cole.
Amen. Amen.
Mom, I remember we was out, and I don't know, and they were both in the same vicinity, and that young lady said, I remember you, and you told me that. So my outlook on music is very broad. When I first started to say, you know what, I'm gonna do music and take it serious and whatever, I was hesitant, right? Because I knew I wasn't doing You know what I'm saying? I knew I wasn't doing Christian rap. I wasn't doing gospel rap, right? And so I'm like, oh man, I don't know. And this is just recently, you know what I'm saying? And I remember my uncle Ray, and I went and I talked to him, and I said, yo man, I want to put out this album. And he was like, do it. He was like, do it. I know, do it. And it goes back to what the question is. Music isn't bad. It's what you put on the record. It's your words that you portray out there.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Those two records from the Clips album, from the Grinding record to the other one we was listening to, still the same format, beat wise or whatever wise. Mm-hmm. One was talking about the life.
Right, grinding.
The other rapper was talking about the life, but he was talking about the life in Christ.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Still being strapped up.
Still being who you are in that situation. I look at it now as, because we live in a different time. Mm-hmm. You feel what I'm saying? Like what you grew up listening to, what NASA grew up listening to, what Dion grew up listening to, what I grew up listening to, what my uncles grew up listening to, there was times. It was different points of music. Mm-hmm. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. What we're living in now,
compared to what Mean and all them growing up listening to, is coming.
It's totally.
It's garbage.
It's totally like, yo, what?
Wait, do you know that some
what
of the
is
songs that I it's crazy that you're saying that, because what I've been trying to teach Brian and Mina now, because I remember, you know how a lot of the music that we were listening to in the 2000s and everything had to do with mainly like grinding, sex, prostitution, whatever it is, making money. It was just all the different songs that we were listening to, all in the 2000s, right? So I remember listening to all of these different songs, and once they started repeating some of the lyrics, I was like, I'm changing this up. We gonna start listening to gospel music now. So every day I stopped playing all of that music and started focusing on more like, soul music and a lot of Christian musics, mm-hmm. And it was so crazy that as the years progressed and as the time has transpired and the kids are growing, I've noticed how music becomes such an influence to the soul. Mm-hmm. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's interesting of what you feed it. So whatever you're feeding your body will resonate that. So if you're constantly feeding your body with all these different ratchet music, whatever you want to call it,
that's what it's going to be.
It's going to be that. Right. You're going to manifest that.
I need that sometimes.
No, I'm not telling you don't, but whatever you're feeding whatever spirit you're feeding within yourself, guess what? That's what's going to be fed. So if you feel like you need that sometime, even though the flesh be fleshing, and sometimes you don't need to give it what you think your body needs. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? All you're doing is consuming a black hole that's within yourself and trying to fulfill it with an energy that your body is not actually requesting.
I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm gonna keep it 100 because next week it ain't gonna be no gospel music.
That
YB. Is that next week?
That's next week.
And it's gonna be
next week.
It's gonna be
a straight turn up.
It's gonna be butt shaking. It's gonna be
booty popping.
It's gonna be licking the air. I mean, we keeping it a thou wow on 10.
All of that.
Keep it funky.
Keeping it funky.
I'm bringing my flip flops.
I know you ain't. You going to YB concert?
No.
No, we're going to a wedding.
Oh, okay. I'm
We
like,
going
wait,
to-
hold on, bro. I know NASA. I know you ain't listening to YB out
I don't
here,
even
man.
know who is YB. Young Buck.
Young boy.
Young boy.
Yeah.
Young
Young
boy.
boy.
Young
Keep
boy.
his boy mentality over to himself.
Young BC.
I'm just glad Mina ain't asking about no concert ticket to Young Boy.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah,
that
she wouldn't be allowed to go.
Yeah, that ain't a good concert.
That's not a good concert to go to.
Look, I don't know.
It's
none
gonna
of
be
that.
turned though.
It's gonna be a problem.
Real talk. Like no.
Like it's gonna be so lit. But I just pray everybody gets
This
home
him?
safely.
yeah, NBA. Yeah.
Oh my lord.
It's going.
He looked like he not
A
but
menace-
That's
menace to
sad.
society
I'm
over there.
looking. I'm dead.
But
Look, this is my mama and me. Okay, I'm looking at this young man's face, and the first thing I want to say, he just looked like trouble. He just looked
Trouble.
like trouble.
You're gonna get your daughter
That's the
pregnant and
first
leave
thing
her.
I'm saying. He looked like trouble.
But yeah,
Lord.
it's, you know, she go back to it's all on music too, but it goes back to I don't know, man, because I think I look at music different. I look at music like music is music. It's all about what you do with it,
Yeah.
because you can listen to all this type of gyrating and all this and all that, and you ain't doing it.
Mm-hmm.
You just listen to it.
No doubt about it.
And then you got some people that can't just listen to it and understand that it's art.
Mm-hmm.
It's what's selling. It's the up tempo beat, because a lot of the times, some of the stuff that these rappers be saying, it don't be so much that you going off what they saying. It's the beat that's catchy. It's
Right.
the hook. It's the, you know what I'm saying? It's those type of things. It's like I'm just gonna play it because we all know that song. It's like, bro, this is retarded. This is terrible music, but I can't. It's stuck in my head and it's catchy. And that's really what you have to do nowadays, or what gets a lot of people hooked. Now, granted, you do have people that dive deep into the music and the lyrics, and they're out there wanting to do what's in the lyrics. But that's when you got to understand that your life is your life and their life is theirs. I'm sure if they could have had their life completely different, they would have it completely different. They would grow up the way that they wish they could have, and not the way that they're rapping about and really just speaking on their past. Sometimes they're saying stuff just because they couldn't vent to one person, or they didn't have nobody to really vent to, so their music is what they vent to and get those stories out.
Yeah, no doubt.
And now it's for everybody, because you could be going through what I'm going through, and we all trying to switch this up. We all trying to change this, which is why you get rappers that kind of go out and they give back. You know, once they get rich, or you know, get some type of platform where they can speak and it's really start blowing up, they got a lot of charities and stuff like that. So I really feel like a lot of those people that be behind the music, saying certain things and really rapping about their life and what they went through, and it's one of those, it's just what can the mass relate to, and outside of that music and artistry, a lot of them probably be great fathers to their kids. And
No, it'd be a lot of that.
I mean, I agree, but I also disagree. And the reason why I disagree is when I was younger, I used to listen to a lot of Linkin Park. Okay, now there's Linkin
Give me an
Park-
example of
okay.
Linkin Park, 'cause I'm
Linkin
losing
Park, Linkin Park, one of his saying is "Crawling in my skin, confused about it all. Here is how I fall, confusing what is real." So basically, he was talking about manifestation of a dark energy, how he's losing himself out, how he is incapable. Like, some of the lyrics were really, really dark. Okay, when I say dark, they're dark. But the hook was off the chain. The music, the bass, the beats is just oh my God, it's just strong.
And
right?
what's his name?
Linkin Park's the group.
It's a group.
It's a group.
I'm gonna look
It's-
him up.
Okay.
I'm gonna put him on a car. On the way.
So yeah. So mind you, this is hard rock that I'm talking about.
Oh no, never mind.
Yeah. So but mind you, they did a mix with Jay-Z as well.
Mm-hmm.
So they even have a rap. Jay-Z is rapping on one of their songs. You get what I'm saying? And even with the one with Jay-Z, they were still manifesting darkness and evil and what, mind you, this is coming out of an artist's mouth.
You listen
Listen, once again, this is when I was younger. This is what's being pulled out of someone's mouth. And as Jesus said, it's not what goes into your mouth that makes you unclean, but what comes out of your mouth. And so when you're putting out this energy, right, of darkness, I am entertaining you by listening and feeding. You are feeding me that energy. All it's doing for me is manifesting that darkness within myself, because I'm allowing myself to hear what I feel is good and comforting for me right now at this particular moment.
Okay.
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's why I'm like, I agree, but then I also disagree, because what you feed your body is just as important to me as what comes out of your body.
But then we can also, and I think this is a topic that some people will try to run from it, like it won't really it won't be honest, because I really think music is a part of the time.
Yes.
I really think that. I think that for sure. And here's the crazy part about it is, right? Because NASA, you spoke on what the words were saying, and it was, what they were projecting out, right? Mm-hmm. And it was like, yo, that can do something to your soul, right? Mm-hmm. So let's just put this kind of in perspective. We heard that rap song, and he was talking about
Right.
he was talking about God.
Oh, okay. Second one. Okay.
So he was talking about the Lord. And they was preaching it, they was speaking it, they was talking it, right? We felt that.
Yeah.
Right? We felt that. We loved it. Right? I bet if they was to perform that in a church,
Everybody named Mama.
this is what you would get. You wouldn't get the hallelujahs. You wouldn't get the
Get that from me.
You wouldn't get the praises. But you get up there, you can sing a traditional song, and it's
Everybody feeling the Holy Ghost.
We're going crazy.
Yeah.
We're going crazy.
Yeah.
So what really is it? Because if I can sit up there and sing Amazing Grace, if I can get up there and sing, if I can get up there and sing, how awesome God is, and I can give him that. But if I get up there and I started to spit
that, yeah, or anything.
And I started to rap it,
But that's the thing.
Yeah.
That's where the change needs to be broken.
but that's where I said the music is the time.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. That's where the chains needs to be broken, instead of focusing on, old school. And that's one thing I do love about these new artists, the new rap artists, Christian rap artists that came out, like D1, Nobody. There's a couple.
Call him D.
Yeah, Call him D. And then what? No Arms.
No Arms.
Yeah. Is it his name? No Arms or Blessing Hands? Which one is it?
Gifted Hands.
Gifted Hands. Now these rappers out here are, quoting Bible scriptures, and they're basically cutting themselves and bleeding on the mic, for God, and giving that understanding of that good feeling of, hey, you know what? I went through it. You went through it. Let's rock through this together, but by putting God first. Some rappers are like, hey, some rappers are more focused on, hey, guess what? Let's grind our hearts out. Why? Because we need to we gotta get the diamonds. We gotta get this. No, you ain't gotta get that. God said He owns the mountains on the hills, baby. So all you gotta do is confess. Give yourself to Him, and He'll provide you everything you possibly need or want. You so focused on the it and now. With these rappers, the focus on the it and now, they're willing to sign their name on a dotted line to the devil. I am with you for my money.
Yeah.
But I mean, you gotta, and this goes back to Jay saying it's the time, right? Because think about it. Our grandparents' time, the music was different.
Mm-hmm. Our time is different too.
The mindset was different, and it's gonna go into this gonna kind of stray off a little bit, but kind of I'll bring it back. It goes into, like I was saying, the different times, the different eras of what was okay, socially norm, career norm, of because how many of our grandparents was, this is my job, regardless of what I'm going through, it pay the bills, I'm sticking to it.
Mm-hmm.
Now you get educate. No, then we're gonna go back to you guys this time now. So that was our grandparents and stuff.
Wow, did he
And now
really
we
just
gonna
say
go-
that?
Now we're gonna go back.
He
Now we
really
go-
said
Like
that?
old
Because
folks.
watch this though.
We
Watch this
old
though.
folks, blood.
What did y'all push? What did your parents push and what you kind of push now? Education, right?
No, I
It
don't
was.
put-
It
I
wasn't
don't-
an educate. Our era was, that era was education of you need to go to college,
Let me tell you
go to
something.
school,
No.
Nah, yeah,
do those
yeah,
things,
yeah.
right?
Got
No,
you, got
let
you.
me tell you
So
something.
now-
I'm cut from a whole different breed because my mama wasn't focused on that. My mom didn't care if I got education.
Okay, that's different, though, 'cause you're not from here.
Like I
You're
said,
not from here.
you can't categorize it on one section. That's why I tell you all the time. When you say, do you want apple juice or orange juice, I'm gonna say I want both. Okay, make me a fruit punch. That's me
I
because
got you.
I'm cut different.
You from somewhere different.
Exactly.
It's all right though.
I'm cut different.
So in the United States,
Yeah, that's what they put.
It was pushing education. It was education.
Not over there.
Yeah, not over there. Y'all worry about something
Not
different
over-
over
not
there.
over there.
over there.
Over there, they wouldn't. Over here,
Over here.
your mama said.
Right.
Yeah, go to school. If
Go
you
to
ain't
school,
going
boy.
to school, you going to work, and you still gonna get a whooping for not going to school.
That part.
So
Get out my house.
But yeah,
That's
so
what y'all do.
it was education, and now you got
Like, you 18 when I want some grandkids. What?
and now you got this era that's it's not pushing education. It's you got the podcasters, you got go to trade school to where you just get hands on
Influencers.
exactly. It's that type of era. So now you got a lot of people that switch fields. I went to school for this. I don't like it. I'm gone. I don't care that it pay my bills. I don't care. I'm worried about my peace and happiness. I'll go a less paying job if I'm happy there.
Yeah,
That's what you got that now. Even though the inflation is crazy, they willing to go through that
Just
for
to
the
be happy.
for the peace and happiness within.
I feel it.
And back then it wasn't that. I don't care if I'm depressed when I go to work. I don't care if I don't like this job or this. It pays the bills, and this is what I'm gonna do to make sure the kids straight, and I'm paying the bills.
Mm-hmm.
So now to switch it, to bring it back with how you said the flashy and living in the now moment
Mm-hmm.
instead of the future, which you got rappers now doing that, and people that's just how it is now, because we care more about our peace of mind than everything else. So it's like I want to live for the now. I want to live for the now and not
peace of mind without putting God first.
No, you can you put God first, but it's still a peace of mind now instead of
What's
later
to
on,
come.
What's to come, exactly. Like you could put God first, and a lot of us, to be honest, a lot of them do that now. Because if you leaned on it back then as much as they do now, hey, God got me. I don't care about. Hey, my bills. We gonna figure out a way,
bro.
God got me.
He got
but
me.
back then it wasn't that. As much as they were in church and this, that, and other, it was no matter how mentally depressed I am, no matter how much is beating my body up, I'm doing it. Instead of and of course you had the mindsets of if I switch, if I do this, but it was the constant failure or I'm scared of what could come.
What
now
can happen.
Exactly.
Right.
Now you got this generation of the nows, like you were saying, I don't care about that. God got me. Because me personally, I went through the same thing. It was like, you know what? And like I said, I can't ask him to bear some and take the weight off of me, and I still try to hold on to it.
Mm-hmm.
I can't say I want to be a business owner and want to do this, but yet I'm still working for somebody, and I'm scared to fall. Like my classes don't align with work. So are you going to keep working here unhappy, but you still praying to own a business? Or are you going to go get a lower paying job that got that free time to take them classes
and do what you need
and
to
do what you need to do?
Yeah, and like I said, it all comes back to what does it mean to feel?
His presence? Well, I don't get it.
What does it mean to feel? D played 2 songs. What does it mean for you to feel those 2 records? Because I can feel great about both of those records because at a point, somebody was there. They had to feel that because they was in that. And then somebody was there because God got him out of that. So the feeling of what your life, especially for music, what your life you can put on is what you grow up, is what you see. Because if you came out with an album, if God blessed you with the ability to put words to music, your story is so broad.
Right.
Feel what I'm saying? It's gonna pull. We talking about your story. It's gonna pull something. It's gonna pull something out of somebody. Somebody is gonna feel that because they went through it. They went through it. So if I can look at that and say I felt that because I was in that position to where I had to grind. I had to get it.
Right.
I feel that. But then I also can say while I was in there, I knew that the only way I was gonna get out if I allowed him to be what he is.
Right.
And that's my creator.
Amen.
You did. Mic drop, mic drop, mic drop.
Walk away, walk away.
I feel that on both points, and mainly because those 2 songs, they really like encapsulate my life. Because at one point, I was grinding. I was feeling that way. That I gotta do whatever I gotta do mentality. That's where
We
my
all
head
been that
was.
way.
And so I went from that to the other part, specifically that third verse in there. Because once I heard him saying that, like he walking through the dark with the bright lights, it's not him.
What was the name of that
it's
song
God.
again?
It's
Black
God.
Christ.
And so that's the way I'm doing it right now. Still grinding, but who am I grinding for? It's not grinding for myself.
What you say?
It's
Christ?
grinding for God. The same kind of aspects and stuff that I could have done back then, I'm doing it on behalf of the church now. So that's just where I'm at.